Hello students, hope you are doing well. So here we have a passage given below is followed by four alternate summaries. We need to choose the option that best captures the essence of the passage. I hope you have read this text. So and you must have got the appropriate option for the text or for the passage. So and that would be definitely a correct summary, right? Let's see that how the summary can be drawn. So we know that when we go for the summarizing based questions, we follow different process, right? Now look into this. The text says that art like life is apt to languish if it gets too far away from primitive conditions. But like life also, it is a poor thing and a very uncouth affair if it has nothing but primitive conditions to recommend it, because there is a decadent art about, one need not make a hero of the pavement artist, but without going to the extreme of flouting the centuries of culture that art inherits, as it is now fashionable in many places to do. Students will do well to study at first the early rather than the late work of the different schools so as to get in touch with the simple conditions of design on which good work is built. So, what does the passage actually discusses? The passage discusses the relationship between the relationship between art and you can say that primitive conditions, right? Primitive conditions. So, uh, highlighting highlighting that both art and life can suffer if they stray too far. If they stray too far, too far from their history or become overly embedded in it. It emphasizes the need for a balanced approach where students of art should initially study the early work of different schools to understand the simple conditions of design on which good work is built. The passage promotes the idea of maintaining a connection with the foundational principle while also recognize the value of progress. That is what it is given in this particular text. Let's see that. Let's evaluate each and every option and try to draw which of the option could be the appropriate summary to the text. Let's say that the first one, both life and art will become weak if they either stray far away from their history or remain embedded in it. Students should study the base to build the foundation and carry on. Can we call this as the appropriate answer option? Yeah, it is. Actually, option one is the correct choice. Why? Now, because it accurately represents the passage's main ideas about the importance of balancing primitive conditions with the progress in art and life, as well as the recommendation of students to art student to study early works to understand the foundation of good design, isn't it? So that is what it is pointed here. Both life and art will become weak if they either stray far away from their history or remain embedded in it. Students should study the base to build the foundation and carry on. And that is what you can draw out of this, right? Uh, if I look into the other options like option 2, 3, 4, so option 2 suggests that decadent art takes much pleasure in flouting the foundation art, but it is very uncouth affair. Now, this suggests that decadent art enjoys flouting foundation art, which is not a central theme actually. It is not a central theme, right? It is not a central theme in the passage. It doesn't address the balanced approach advocated in the passage. Now, option 3, so therefore option 2 can be eliminated. Option 3 stated, though art students prefer to study the modern works of different schools, it will be wise to stick to primitive art only as it teaches to build good design. Now, option 3 implies that art students prefer to study modern works. right? Modern works of different schools. But this contradicts the passage recommendation to study early work first. It also introduces, uh, you can say that the word called only, right? Which distorts the intended meaning, isn't it? Now, look into the option 4. So question 2 and option 2 and option 3 are wrong because of the region provided. Option 4 introduces the idea. What is that? The pavement artist is not a hero as he knows nothing about the modern trends in art and is struck with only primitive styles and designs. Now, this introduces the idea of the pavement artist and mentions a lack of knowledge about modern trends in art, which is not a primary focus of the passage. So, this option introduces additional information not directly addressed in the passage. So, in summary, if you look into it, option 1 is the correct choice because it uh, represents the passage's main idea about the importance of what? Importance of importance of balancing primitive condition. Balancing primitive primitive conditions with with the progress in art and life, progress in art and life, art and life. So hence we can consider that option 1 would be the appropriate one. Option 2, 3 and 4 distort the passage meaning, or you can say that it introduced irrelevant information. Hence the correct choice would be option 1. That's all. Thank you.